#1 rock and roll group in the world, and we are going to see that everything is going to be different. It's all got to change. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a radio station tomorrow, and we're not going to play any commercials and no news, just rock and roll and the truth. 1, 2, 3, 4!
First of all, before I say anything about this football game, what a season. What a season. I have enjoyed this football season more than any in a long time. Up until today. And it wasn't like this. And when we beat the Saints and beat Philadelphia that year, I didn't fully believe that we could make it all the way. This year, I believed it. And I still know we could have made it all the way. So I appreciate Jason Garrett, Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, Dez Bryant, the entire Scandrick. You need to be mentioned individually also. The entire football team for what they showed this season. Because I've always told you, I go about what I see on that field. I don't go by what people say and what announcers say and other people say about our team and the hype and all that kind of stuff. I look at that. And I see what I see with this football team. And this year, they fought and fought and fought. And they went out fighting. They went out fighting. Everybody on the team gets a huge congratulations. You're not going to end up with the ring, but you get a huge congratulations for this season because you showed us, the fans, you gave us something this season to be proud of, even in a loss. You gave us something to be proud of. And that's beautiful. About this football team, about the football game here, it's the game. Last week, we won by a controversial call. And I told a lot of people, I was like, man, I'm fully sure last week we would have won that football game anyway without that call. Something would have happened. We were on it last game. And I said, I hope that karma doesn't come back on us. And you can't tell me that whoever was on that headset on the other side, the officials or whatever, didn't have in the back of their mind, even if it wasn't a conscious thought, in the back of their mind, that they didn't say, well, we advanced the Cowboys last week on a controversial call. We can't advance them this week on another controversial call. You can't tell me that didn't go through their minds. Because that was a controversial call. I thought at first, when I saw the ball bounce back up, I thought it was a touchdown. I didn't think he was down at the 1 yard line. I thought it was a touchdown because I thought it hit Dez's arm and bounced up and then he caught it again for a touchdown. When I saw that it hit the ground, I was like, oh my God, the Calvin Johnson thing. And that's what I said live on the stream. I said, oh my God, this is the Calvin Johnson thing. Because I thought the Calvin Johnson thing was BS. I think this is BS. He obviously made the catch. To everyone, he made the catch. But the follow through and the ball hitting the ground and bouncing up, I knew was going to be very controversial. And the person that was behind that, the last person who had to make that call said, I cannot advance these guys because of what happened last week. And then even more than that, we had a chance to win this football game after that. We had 2 times to stop them on a first down, and we didn't. So in my mind, also, if we had caught that touchdown and went up 28-26, we would not have stopped that team from scoring a field goal because they actually did it. They went down the field on us regardless. So the bottom line is, like I said before anything, we went out this football game fighting. We went out this year feeling good about next year. I can't wait for free agency. I can't wait for the draft. I can't wait for training camp. I can't wait to get out on that football field because this is what this football team gave to us, the fans, finally. A season where we can end off proud of the Dallas Cowboys. I love the star, y'all. Holla.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I'm an exhibitionist. Well, last week, I was so excited that I couldn't get my bra. But tonight, I'm going to show you everything I have. So stay tuned.
Whoa! How about those Cowboys? Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and how the Dallas Cowboys did it again! Y'all done the front with y'all tell, oh, we got it together now! Tony Romo, MVP! Oh, DeMarco Murray, Emmitt Smith, and all that. Guess what? The Aaron Rodgers that I know, the great Aaron Rodgers shut that down. And y'all Dallas Nation fans look stupid right now. All the garbage y'all was saying into that last video when I predicted, it wasn't a prediction, it was a fact that Dallas wasn't going anywhere in the playoffs. They got screwed. The only reason that they beat the Detroit Lions is because they cheated. Jerry Jones paid them refs off. And this game, they couldn't do it because Aaron Rodgers was so great. Boy, when I was watching that game, boy, I was saying, get him, Randy Cobb, get him Devontae Adams, get him Aaron Rodgers, get him Eddie Lacy, and they were getting it to him. Tony Romo didn't know what to do. Tony Romo is garbage. DeMarco Murray is garbage. Dez Bryant didn't exist. Listen, y'all were coming to my page, 415 East, you know, in his defense, he wasn't saying anything nasty. But on other Dallas fans, when I did that groundbreaking video the other week, saying that Dallas wasn't going to win in the playoffs, they were coming up, you know what you're talking about. Tony Romo, the MVP. He Troy Aikman and all this other trash. Facebook, on my Facebook, you can't find these Dallas fans. But I started looking for them. I went on every one of those Dallas fan page and put, you lose. 415 East, you lose. Shango, you lose. Jay Ward, you lose. The great Green Bay shut this little fraud of a team, the Dallas Cowboys, down. The only reason they won against the Lions is because they cheated with their pass interference. Everybody know that. Okay? Jerry Jones knew they were going to lose to the Lions, so he paid them off to screw them over with their pass interference. And it came back to haunt them with that Dez Bryant play. Y'all remember, you remember that 415 East? Karma came back. Okay? Because that's what karma do. Y'all screwed the Lions over, they screw you over. Okay? right. Listen, with that catch being overturned, that's what y'all get. That's karma. Y'all Dallas fans were talking all this trash all season long. We going to the Super Bowl, showing pictures of Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith. This the second coming. This the second coming of them, and they failed. Okay, Aaron Rodgers was playing pretty much hurt. I bet y'all were happy about that. Oh, Aaron Rodgers got that calf injury. He ain't gonna be 100%. He beat y'all to death. Okay? And that what y'all get all these comments. Not 415 Easy, wasn't talking reckless, but the others, all these Dallas fans were talking all this trash under that video. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to get an education. Guess what? Y'all need to get the education, because I knew, I had no doubt in my mind that the Dallas Cowboys were going to fail. It was all going to end. I said this now. I said it was going to end either in Seattle, Scam New Gangrene. He did it again also. But it was going to end in Seattle, and it was going to end, or it was going to end in Green Bay, and guess what? It did. It ended. I was watching that game. Once I saw Dallas was up 14-7, 14-10 or whatever in the half, I didn't have no doubt in my mind. I bet you 415 East and the Dallas Nation, they were jumping up for joy. They thought, Aaron Rodgers struggling, so we're gonna get him. And guess what? Aaron Rodgers said, man, we ain't fit to lose to no. We'll lose to Seattle. Okay, before we lose to the sorry Dallas Cowboys. Everything I said in that video was fact. Didn't I say that? Answer me, Dallas Nation. Didn't I say that? Y'all just benefited from a weak division. Y'all benefited from an easy schedule. And it's going to come back to bite you. And guess what? It did. It did. It came back and bite y'all Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm so happy Skip Bayless. Tony Romo, after they beat a Eagle team with the sorry quarterback in Mark Sanchez, after they beat a Colts team who pretty much just resting for the playoffs. Tony Romo is the MVP, 415 East. He the MVP. You said they weren't going to win this thing. You lose. No, 415 East. You lose. Y'all Dallas fans lose. I can't wait to upload this video. What can y'all say now, Dallas fans? I'm going to go back on that last video. I'm going to comment on everybody that was talking reckless. So, once again, 415 East, at the end of the day, didn't I say this? How 415 East? Answer me, 415 East. Didn't I say this? I said, listen. At the end of the day, not the beginning of the day, not the middle of the day, but the end of the day, Dallas will fail. That was a fraud team. That was a fraud record. Okay? I broke it all down that last video. Y'all said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to learn how to read and all this other garbage. Y'all put y'all foot in y'all mouth. See, y'all so used to losing and not going to the playoffs. Y'all thought every win, y'all beat the sorry Bears. Y'all put posters. Super Bowl, we going to the Super Bowl. Just flashing all the people tag me, my homeboys tag me in Facebook pages. Oh, look, Dallas going to the Super Bowl. Look at this thing, Troy Aikman and all that. And y'all look stupid right now, Dallas Nation. I told y'all jumping up for joy for nothing. Y'all gonna get y'all feelings hurt, and guess what? Y'all did. Y'all failed. Y'all failed. Okay? So y'all go back home, Tony Romo, and continue to get ready to choke next year. Dez Bryant sucked. DeMarco Murray sucked. Tony Romo sucked. And that's what y'all get. That play, that Dez Bryant play, that thing that got overturned, that catch, that's what y'all get. Y'all screwed Detroit. Y'all screwed the Lions last week. and 415 Dallas Nation, which I see, it's an NFL game. It's the referees, you know, they just call it like it is. Shut up, 415 East. You just need to shut up about that. You know them boys got screwed, okay? And guess what? It came back on you. If that play, listen, that Green Bay would have beat y'all anyway. I'm just saying, that just was the icing on the cake. Cause that what y'all get. Jerry Jones paid the refs, and guess what? He couldn't pay these refs. Cause Aaron Rodgers say, look, we ain't finna get screwed like the Detroit Lions, and he ate y'all lunch. I was saying, get them, Aaron Rodgers, and they was sticking it to him. And y'all Dallas fans, y'all can't say nothing. So y'all sit back. If 415 you stay in Texas, you invite Romo, invite Dez Bryant, invite them to your house, and y'all can watch the playoffs, cause y'all out of the playoffs, okay? And watch Green Bay go into Seattle, beat Seattle, and go to the Super Bowl and win. You sit back and watch, okay? And Gang Green, you invite Scam Newton over your house. Y'all can sit back and watch Green Bay beat Seattle and win the Super Bowl, and go to the Super Bowl and win it. So, what have we learned, Dallas Nation? We learned that when it comes to NFL, and when it comes to me breaking down the sorry team of Dallas, I am second to none in that, okay? I know what I was talking about in that video. Y'all knew it too. Therefore, y'all just said garbage, talking reckless, and now y'all look stupid right now. No, not 415 Easy one talking reckless. The other ones, the other new comment Dallas fans. Okay? Y'all look stupid right now. So with that said, Aaron Rodgers for life. So with that said, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Kelly's Expose. Introducing ECW Vixen, Kelly.
What it do, baby boo? Yeah, little mama, you looking good. I see you wanna play with a player from the hood. Come holler at me, you got it like that. Big Snoop Dogg with the lead pussycat. I show you how I go that. Yeah, I wanna throw that. Me and you one-on-one, treat it like a show that. You look at me and I look at you. I'm reaching for your shirt, what you want me to do?
Telling you to loosen up my buttons, baby, but you keep running. Say what you gon' do to me, but I ain't seen nothing. I'm telling you to loosen up my buttons, baby, but you keep running. Say what you gon' do to me, but I ain't seen nothing. Typical and hardly the type of girl I like when the physical. Don't leave me asking for more. I'm a sexy mama, just trying to get what I wanna.
So y'all own me, now tell me how I feel, baby doll. Ashley, Nicole, Carmi, Jessica, Kimberly, Melody, you telling me?
What the hell? This guy's spoiling all our fun. What is this? And that was getting extreme. Everything. Why did he do that? What is up with that? What?
What are you doing? Let her finish!
Shut up.
Jesus Christ!
I'm running a motor. Yeah, hello? What the hell is that about?
Woo! I know it feels good. I know it feels good. Man, it feels fucking good today to be a Lions fan. Woo! Karma is a fucking bitch, man. No doubt about it. My thing was, man, I did not see this coming this quickly though for Dallas, man. I thought Dallas had a chance to go to Seattle next week, get their ass whooped there, but it came a week sooner than that. Man, you know, because for us Lion fans, we were depressed all week, man. All fucking week. And it got worse over the weekend, like leading up into that game. Dude, I literally didn't watch a second of either one of those two games on Saturday. And New England, Baltimore looked like a pretty good damn game I missed. So I'm fucking pissed about that. But hey, I was a man of my word, didn't watch it, you know. And the thing was, I wasn't about to watch this damn Cowboys Packers game if it wasn't for, you know, a couple of people that called me talking about, man, you watching the game and shit. And I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to watch the game now because, you know, I'm gonna talk to them about it. And so I'm actually glad I did because of what happened. And it gave me a chance to do this video because I didn't think I was gonna do another video this soon. But I saw my views too, man. I had like 6,000 views on that video I did last week. So I said, you know what, man, Dallas do bring the numbers. So I'm gonna get in on this, man. I'm gonna do another video. So, you know, I will thank Dallas fans for that, man. You know, so that was my biggest video to date. But the thing was, man, all in all, man, as a Lions fan, I felt like it was karma today. I felt like, you know, it was pretty much, I was like, man, Dallas fans, now y'all feel how we feel. Dallas team, they feel how we feel, you know, last week, you know. Now we're even. We're even. Y'all got cheated, you know, because I think Green Bay did cheat y'all. I mean, with that challenge, I mean, you know, I did not think at first, like, man, when I saw that, I was like, man, Dez Bryant made a hell of a play. And then Mike McCarthy sent that challenge out and got that shit overturned. And then I didn't think that shit was going to get overturned. So it brings up the point that one of the people I listen to almost every day during the week is a show on this radio station called, sports radio station called 97.1 The Ticket. And there's a show called Mike and Terry where the Italian dude, Mike Valenti, who's funny as fuck, but he is such a Debbie Downer when it comes to the Lions. I mean, it seems like everything with the Lions is so negative with him. Like, you know, and then sometimes, you know, his partner Terry, you know, tries to kind of combat it. It's a really funny ass sports show, man. But, you know, Mike, he's a New Yorker, so he's negative by nature, you know, because New York people are some nasty ass people, man. I mean, if you ever been in New York like I have, man, you know what I'm talking about, man. But yeah, man, this dude, he was like, you know, he admits that we probably got cheated, but he also says that's not the reason why we lost, man. He says what it was, you know, they were the home team. And it made me think of this game. I was like, wait a minute, Green Bay is at home. So if Green Bay had challenged this shit on the road, they probably wouldn't have won it. So I think that comes into play. I mean, the NFL is just a shady league, man. It's a shady ass fucking league, but we're all suckers for watching it. We're all suckers for getting into it. Because one thing that the NFL does well, especially in January, is fucking drama. I mean, the drama is. I think the drama was heightened just to another level. These particular playoffs here. I mean, I never remember this like back-to-back weeks where there was so much controversy over one fucking call in each game. Because obviously these two games with the Cowboys, these are the main games of the weekend. That fucking Colts Cowboys game was on in the prime slot, and I don't even remember anybody really watching that fucking game, dude. Like, nobody was even talking about that fucking game. People were, when I was on these sites, man, around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, man, people were still talking about that Dallas Green Bay game, man. I mean, this was the prime game of the weekend. It was the prime game. Just like last week's Lions Dallas game, man. Everyone's talking about these two games right here. And so, it was just, it was fun, man. And see, that's one of the things why I did want the Cowboys to get back to the playoffs, because they do make the NFL a lot more funner. I mean, it's fun to go against them. It's fun to root for them. It's just, they're annoying as hell with their media hype coverage, and they're annoying ass fans, but they are a very fun team. They make the playoffs very fun, man. I'm actually hoping Dallas doesn't slip too much going into next year. I really want to see that Lions-Cowboys playoff matchup in Ford Field next year. I am so hyped and ready for that rematch. It's got to happen. If there's any game that needs to happen, it's that one, man. Green Bay got their little game against Seattle a couple of times since that Hail Mary game, man. I want Cowboys-Lions next January. Book it. I don't care what round, second round or NFC Championship game. I want that fucking game next year. I told y'all that last week. I want that fucking game next year. And I want the Lions to get their fucking revenge, man, and get to their first Super Bowl. It's time for the Lions to get to the Super Bowl next season. Super Bowl for the Lions, man. It's time. It is their time, man. It is their time to make it in there. This year is going to be. I think this year's Super Bowl is going to be amazing. It should be Seahawks and Patriots. Don't really see the Colts doing anything up there. The only reason why they were able to beat Denver today because Denver's done. I mean, let me talk about that for a second. I mean, Peyton Manning is fucking done. The Broncos are fucking done. That whole experiment failed on them. Didn't get a Super Bowl title. I mean, had a lot of wins, but that doesn't count for shit. When you put together a team like that with supposedly one of the best quarterbacks of all time, they're supposed to win a fucking Super Bowl in one of those 3 years, and they didn't, man. Hey, people were saying it's the Tim Tebow effect, the Tim Tebow curse. Hey, it might be, man. I believe in curses, man, sometimes. Not all the time, but I think this particular one, I believe it. I don't believe the curse for the Lions. I don't believe they're a cursed team. I do believe that there is a Tim Tebow curse, though. But that's kind of wild that Peyton Manning didn't win the Super Bowl when he went down there. So they're pretty much done. They'll be replaced by my Oakland Raiders next year in the AFC West. So Denver fans, it was a good run for you guys. I mean, Denver, let's just be honest, Denver's been winning for a lot of years, man. For about 30 years now, really. And it's time for them to kind of go away and deal with the heartache that a lot of us other franchises had to go through, man. It's their time to kind of fall back. So I don't feel sorry for Denver, man. But at the same time, the Colts, man. I mean, if they would have faced last year's Denver team, there's no way they would have won that fucking game last year. And you'll see it next week, man. Tom Brady. I mean, that game is too easy for the Patriots. I almost worry a little bit for the Patriots that they think that game is too easy, where they will kind of not play too hard. Bill Belichick needs to make sure that team is playing hard from the get-go, man, because you don't want – because they know the game that was supposed to happen was supposed to be Denver and New England, but that game didn't happen for them. So they know they got to get the job done there. Next weekend's game, I think the Packers and Seahawks game will be tough, but I think the Seahawks, there's no way the Packers are going there and winning. That Seattle crowd is crazy. I mean, they look crazy in the highlights yesterday, man. I just don't see it, man. The perfect Super Bowl is the Seahawks Patriots for this season, man. I mean, that's a game that's a Super Bowl that would definitely make up for last year's horrible Super Bowl. The Seahawks just routed the fucking Broncos. I mean, that should be a pretty even, close fourth quarter matchup, man. I mean, I don't even know who you could pick to win that game. I mean, that should be the Super Bowl game, man, right there. That should be, man. And then it all work out well because, you know, my team got eliminated. You Cowboy fans, you got your team eliminated. Hey, at least we'll see a good Super Bowl this year, man. I mean, that's the thing, man. That's where it really counts as long as we get a good Super Bowl. Don't have the fucking Colts and Packers in the fucking Super Bowl this year, man, because it's going to be ruined. It's going to be fucking ruined. We need the Seahawks and Patriots in that fucking Super Bowl. So, okay, moving back to this Dallas game, man, because that's where y'all came here for. As far as the catch goes, man, I'm kind of like 50-50 with it, man. You know, as a Lions fan, I'm just happy that it did get overturned, man. You guys lost on that, on a controversial call just like we did that cost you the game. But at the same time, I do think it might have been a catch because it was the Calvin Johnson rule. And man, how insane is that? Cowboys, think about this for a second. And I know a number of people brought this up. How connected you guys are to us Lions right now. The Lions and Cowboys are so deeply connected right now. Like, I think about it, man. You guys just faced us last week. You guys faced the team that we lost to before we faced you guys and the Packers. And you guys lost on a controversial call just like we did. And it happened to be a call that cost us a game back in 2010 with the Calvin Johnson catch. I mean, how crazy is that shit? I mean, karma plays out so weird, but it always plays out like it's supposed to. That's weird, man. The same fucking play we had, and you guys lost on the playoff game after just beating us the same fucking way. That's so fucking weird. So it's just meant for the Lions and Cowboys to have this little rivalry. You know, it's a pretty good rivalry for the fans right now. They have this game next year. And this is the perfect, for next season, this is the perfect NFC title game, man. I mean, you couldn't book it any better. The Cowboys coming into Detroit next year for the Lions' first NFC title game in Detroit to determine who goes to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's perfect, man. I mean, if the NFL is truly scripted like it seems like it is, that matchup should happen next year, man. No other matchup, man. I do feel bad for Seattle, but Seattle, hey man, you're going to two Super Bowls in a row. You got nothing to complain about if you guys don't make it in the title game next year. So, and then you had all your games at home, man. So you know, it is what it is. But and one quick thing, that should be funny as hell. Russell Wilson beats the Packers and Andrew Luck loses against the Patriots. I'll probably do a video based on that next week as well. No doubt about it. But yeah, man. I mean, Cowboys fans. I mean, you know, to me, I think you have a legit team, though, man. You guys got a legit team, man. My thing with you guys is this, man. You guys got to figure out the Dez Bryant thing, obviously, next year. And you guys drafted your offensive line really well, which is why you're in the position you are now. Jerry Jones finally went away from just drafting star players in the first round and started getting some fucking football players and on our offensive line. Now you guys probably need to draft some defensive people next year to shore up that defense a little bit more. You'll probably get Sean Lee back next year, so that's a plus for you guys to stay competitive. But your problem is going to be at quarterback. You got to draft a quarterback because Tony Romo's never going to win you a title. I mean, never. Never. He's 35 now, man. This dude is done, especially with that fucking back. Just too much of a choker. In my opinion, man, you guys need to get a damn quarterback, young quarterback, to really groom up, in the next 2 years and let him be your starter, man. Because your team is kind of young enough in a lot of areas where you kind of be competitive for a long time. And that's what you guys need to do, man. I mean, like I said, you guys shouldn't really be depressed about this too much. I mean, you're gonna go through like what we did, man. You guys are probably assessing your team just the same way we did last week, trying to determine what type of team you're gonna have in 2015. I mean, so I told you what you guys need, man. It's just a few pieces here and there. But the problem, the overall problem, is probably always going to be Romo. Romo is good enough to get you to the playoffs sometimes, but he's bad enough to take you out of the playoffs before you even get to the Super Bowl. So that's something that you guys need to work on, man. And kudos to Jerry Jones for not firing Jason Garrett too, man. Because Jason Garrett, I kind of like Jason Garrett though, man. As a coach, man, that whole little finish the fight thing, I think that was awesome, man. I think that one of the things about Jason Garrett that I like, he's a good locker room leader, man. You guys didn't really have those locker room problems like, you know, the Bears had or some of these other teams had, you know, and he led you guys to the playoffs. So I think Jason Garrett was also learning on the job. And so I think he's going to be a pretty good coach for you guys. And he should, if Jerry Jones is smart, he'll let that guy coach the team for a long time. But obviously, I think it's going to really come down to Jason Garrett getting a Super Bowl title in the next few years, man. I mean, he's got to win one at some point, man. I mean, you know, he's got to do it. So we'll see what happens, man, with you guys. But you know, like I said, man, I mean, Green Bay's going to get their karma next week as well. So don't worry about that. I mean, but look, man, I was watching this game today. I was just fucking like this the whole game. I couldn't root for either team. I was like, okay, this is what I did, man. Like, because I was on the phone like half the game, man. And what I was doing was, when I wasn't on the phone, I was kind of like rooting for this team back and forth. I was like rooting for both teams, and then I was going against both teams. It was a weird game, man, because I was like, man, I got no one to root for. I hate the fucking Packers. I hate the fucking Cowboys. It's like, man, I got no one to fucking root for right now. So it was a hard game to watch, man, on that level. It was a good game, but it was just hard to root for somebody, man. Usually, that's why I couldn't really watch that damn Indianapolis-Denver game, because I don't like either one of those fucking teams. And so today was a horrible day when it came to that, just rooting for somebody, man. I mean, so at least next week, I know I'm going for the Seahawks. I know I'm going for the Patriots next week. So it's going to be a little bit more clear cut for me next week. But this weekend was brutal, man. Just as far as trying to find a root and interest, man. I mean, but damn, I mean, you guys had to lose like you did, man. I mean, that had to hurt, man. I mean, to have that shit overturned, because you knew the game was over right there, man. You knew the game was over right there. And to have a great catch like that get reversed in the playoffs, man. And the NFL, man, they really need to do something about these fucking referees, man. I mean, it is so fucking ridiculous right now. The way these games are ref. I mean, they really need to take their ad when the game gets to the full quarter. These referees need to fucking choke on their flags, man. Stop doing that shit. Stop making bad decisions, man, like that. Because in my opinion, honestly, man, that call should have been. If it was on the field if it was ruled on the field as a catch, it should have stayed as a catch. You can't reverse shit like that, man. In these type of games, man, unless it's really obvious, man. I mean, that was kind of like it was just like the Calvin Johnson play, man. It could have went either way, man. I mean, it's not a clear. They really need to fucking look at that rule too, man. That's a fucked up rule that really didn't change right. They said they said it was gonna change. I don't see no change in that catch, because it happened like a few times this season. Guys getting screwed out of their catches on that shit. I mean, that shit is ridiculous, man. I mean, but hey, it is what it is, man. It happens when you're in these close games. It's gonna happen, man. And that's the thing about the playoffs, man. The games get so fucking close. Unless you got like a weak ass team like Carolina coming to Seattle, man. I'm begging. There's some teams next season, man. I'm like, man, don't fucking make the playoffs next year, man. Because they're fucking horrible when they're in there, man. Arizona, Carolina. Who else was horrible, man? Cincinnati. Oh my God, Cincinnati. No more Cincinnati. No more. What's another team? Yeah, I think that's it. Just those three need to go away. Denver too. Denver. It's time for Denver to go away. Them 4 teams, man. Please don't make the playoffs next year. And some of them teams are going to make it in, because it's going to be about 7 teams making it in the playoffs in each conference next year. So it's going to be about 14 fucking teams. So some of these teams are probably going to sneak in again. But man, I don't want to see Cam Newton. See, this is why I hated that New Orleans fucked up like they did this season, because it would have been New Orleans in one of those games and not them, man. New Orleans would have made these games a lot more better and a lot more competitive, man. I mean, Carolina, come on, man. The Scam Newton's so fucking weak, dude. Weak ass fucking quarterback, weak ass fucking team. I mean, the only player I like on that team is Luke Kuechly, man. Luke Kuechly is a fucking beast, man. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's karma for Dallas, man. It's karma, man. That's how you guys lost today, man. I hope you guys understand it. See, a lot of you Cowboy fans, I know this about you guys. You guys always make fucking excuses, man. First of all, stop making fucking excuses and start owning up to some of this shit. I mean, like literally, start owning up to this fucking shit, man. Because it's not cool. It's not cool, man. You guys really need to start owning up to this shit. Because we all know the NFL is a screw job of a league, man. We know that. You know what I mean? Like, we know that. You guys don't have to try to pretend like you guys were supposed to win something or something, man. You guys know damn well it was karma. It was karma, dude. You guys wouldn't have lost that. If you guys never cheated us, I think you guys would have won that fucking game, dude. I honestly believe you guys would have won that fucking game, dude. But you guys cheated us, and you know you got what you sow. You reap what you sow. Jerry Jones probably played a huge part in that shit. He spoke out last week. He didn't have to say a damn word. He tried to defend the damn play. Should have just shut his fucking mouth. But you know, by the way, I don't know if he spoke today because I ain't watched like no sports shows or sports or anything like that to know if he said a word. But I'll find out tomorrow. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, man, you know, the college football championship game. I don't know who win in that game, but it's gonna be pretty interesting how that one turns out. But no, that's not the focus here, man. The focus here is this game right here, man. In the morning tomorrow. You guys know how First Take been in Dallas all week, and I think they're going to be there tomorrow because of the championship game. Get your DVR set. If you got DVR, get your DVR set, or watch it live, or I know some people going to have it up on YouTube, to watch Skip Bayless in front of his fans whine, make excuses tomorrow, because he been hyping this team up like they some second coming of the 90s or 70s Cowboys. This motherfucker, the Doomsday defense, he been acting like this team can't be touched, dude. Skip Bayless on some real shit. It's gonna be must-see TV tomorrow. He gonna be must-see TV. Make sure, I'm telling you guys, make sure you guys watch that shit, man. It is gonna be funny as shit. And you know what, man? Like Stephen A. Smith or not, he owes Stephen A. Smith an apology. And I think because he been having Stephen A. wear that fucking Cowboys jersey, I think like 1 or 2 times this season. I know I saw like a couple of episodes of this nigga wearing a Cowboys jersey. Skip need to wear a damn Green Bay jersey the whole fucking week, man. A whole fucking week. He need to wear that jersey, man. And he need to wear a Lions jersey, like alternate between days. Packers jersey one day, Lions jersey. I even throw like a Redskins jersey in there, man, just to piss his ass off even more. Giants or Eagles or something, one of the Cowboys rivals, man. Just putting all those jerseys on, put on a different jersey every day this week of one of those teams. See, Stephen A. didn't make that fucking bet. He should have made that bet. And made him wear one of them jerseys, made him wear a hat or something. Because Skip going to get it tomorrow, man. I love Skip, though, man. I love Skip for other things, but I hate how he just dick rides his fucking team, the Cowboys, man. This is going to be so sweet. This is why this loss. I put in the beginning Shango's video. Shango, funny ass dude, but he's such a passionate Cowboys fan. That's one thing I like about Shango. He's so passionate, man. That's how I put him on in the beginning, and I put my guy The Truth on in the beginning as well funny ass dude, man. I put them both on the beginning to entertain you guys. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's just funny, man. It's just funny, man. It's just a funny day, man. It was a funny day. I'm definitely feeling a lot better now, but overall, I don't feel that good because I'm not going to be able to know what the hell is going on in my life until, first of all, Sue, and I'm really worried because Terrell Austin's been doing interviews. Bears might hire him, and Sue may end up with the Bears too, man. So I'm like, oh shit, you know. Scary times for us, Lions fans. So I ain't like I'm that happy about the way things going on, but ain't got to wait all the way to September for the new season to start. Man, it's gonna be long. Still haven't really heard anything about the Raiders head coaching job, but that's something that I told you guys I was gonna go over. As soon as I heard something about it. So it'll be a lot of things. It's gonna be a busy ass, interesting off season, man. I think a lot of teams need to make a lot of moves and stuff like that. So it'll be very interesting. But I'll end this video with this, man, because I don't want to go too long with this one because I already put those videos in the front of this video. I just want to say this, man. I just want to say this to Dallas fans, man. Karma is a biatch. Peace. See y'all next season, Cowboys fans. See y'all next season, man. All right. Take care, y'all.